What is up, everyone? My name is Dutch. That's not my real name, but I'm sticking with it. Summer is just around the corner, and the weather is getting hotter and hotter each day, and I absolutely love it. But what I do not love is sweating a lot. Now, I have my room in the attic, and if your room is also in the attic, then you know what I'm about to say. When it's hot outside, you know that it's much hotter inside. And right now, my room feels like a sauna. Of course, I can always use a fan, but that's just boring. I have a fan, but look how huge and inconvenient this thing is. I am talking about something that is way cuter and also much more portable. I am talking about a mini fan. This one happens to be rechargeable. Now, before I tell you more about this fan, I want to give you the reason why I actually bought this thing. So about a year ago, I was at work and I was at the office, and our air conditioning was broken. We had the windows open, but that didn't make any difference because there was no breeze. Instead of being able to focus on my work, I was sweating and just thinking about how can I not sweat anymore. And that is when I started thinking, what if I had a small portable fan with me that I could bring with me to the office? I specifically wanted a fan that was rechargeable because if I would have bought one that used batteries, number one, the batteries would die rather quickly, and I would have to have spare batteries with me, which is just not ideal. That is why I bought this specific mini fan with a charging cable. This thing may be small, but it is quite a nifty device. For one, it only has one button, which makes it very easy to use. It has 3 different speeds, slow, medium, and fast, and it provides you with a very nice breeze. You might also be wondering, how long does this thing actually last? Well, this thing has a 2000 milliamp battery inside of it, and when it's fully charged, this thing can go up to 12 hours. The charging cable that it comes with may not be the longest cable, but it is USB-C, which is by far the best. The port is on its side, and when you just plug it in, you have this little LED indicator right here that will tell you that it's charging, and once it is off, it means it's fully charged and ready to go. So whenever it just gets too hot in my room, I can just plop this thing on my desk and turn it on for a nice little breeze. And of course, because of its size, it is also very portable. You can just plop it into your bag and take it along for the ride. Whether you're at the office or working from home or outside when the sun is shining, you can always cool yourself down with this fan. What is also really cool, a little detail that I didn't think that anyone would think of, but I kind of appreciate that it's there. This little thing comes off. This is what helps the fan stand upright. But if for some reason you don't have any room in your pockets or your bag, you actually have this little hook right here. You can just hook this to your pants. Whenever I'm working behind my desk or playing a game or whatnot, I always have this thing turned on and facing me. The only thing that I do have to note here is that this thing can get pretty loud. Oof, all this talking and the heat. For the love of Christ, please stay hydrated. Even though it gets pretty loud, everything else is actually a pro for this little device. When I bought this thing about a year ago, it cost me about 15 euros. I'm sure that if you look around on your favorite online web shop or whatever, you might find something that's very similar for a very similar price. but I would advise you to buy yourself a rechargeable fan instead of a fan that works on batteries. Trust me, it will save you a lot of money down the line. You might also be wondering, but hey, Dutch, I would like to buy the same fan, the exact same fan with the exact same brand name. Well, here's the funny bit. On the website or app that I got it from, it actually says brandless. It has no brand. The only thing that's on the front, it says X4-Life. That's the only name that's on this little device. But I don't think that it's the brand name, it's just the name of the device itself. Other than that, there's nothing really else to tell. It's a small, portable, rechargeable fan that works really well, might get a little loud, but we can look past that because it is hot and we want to prevent sweating. This thing really helps me cool down when it's really hot inside this room. If I don't want to use my regular sized fan, which of course is quite large, but unfortunately, since the shape of it is like this and it's not high enough, it might cool down my feet and my legs, but I would like some air towards my face. That's what that little fan does instead of this humongous monstrosity. Don't get me wrong, I do use my regular sized fan, of course, but when I'm sitting behind my desk, I'd rather be using the small portable one because that one can actually aim towards my face and cool me down. It's keeping me cool right now, and I don't know if you can hear it. I can't tell because I'm not editing this video, so I can't hear it. But at the lowest setting, it's really not that loud, and it does provide you with a nice little breeze. So what do you think of this small little portable fan? Don't you think that this thing is the cutest little fan that you've ever seen in your entire life? Don't you want to get one for yourself? I mean, summer is coming. You may have an air conditioning, but what's an air conditioning compared to this? Look at this. This thing is adorable. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, then a like and a sub would be appreciated, but there's no pressure, of course. You can do whatever you want. And I will see you next time. See ya.